to talk about morals and morality is a disgrace!
To apologise to the Queen, Prime Minister.
This Parliament is a dead Parliament.
Suspension? What suspension?
Welcome back to our place of work.
Parliament is back, and it's pretty much business as usual.
If my son can apologise for kicking a football indoors, surely the Prime Minister can have the humility to say sorry.
He quite simply is not fit for office.
MPs have returned to Westminster to pick up where they left off after the Supreme Court ruled that the Prime Minister's decision to prorogue Parliament was unlawful. First up, the government's top lawyer asked about the advice he gave to Boris Johnson about that decision.
The government accepts the judgment and accepts that it lost the case. And at all times, the government acted in good faith.
Before long, the Attorney-General was taunting opposition MPs about their refusal to vote for a general election, which made at least one of them very angry.
To come here with this barrister's bluster to obfuscate the truth, and for a man like him, a party like this, and a leader like this Prime Minister, to talk about morals and morality is a disgrace!
Labour and other parties won't back an election until they can be sure a no-deal Brexit at the end of October is ruled out. Later, the main event. The Prime Minister, fresh off the plane from New York and in no mood to say sorry after his ticking off by the Supreme Court.
Instead of facing the voters, the opposition turned tail and fled from an election. Instead of deciding to let the voters decide, they ran for the courts instead. And it is absolutely no disrespect to the judiciary to say I think the court was wrong.
He said Parliament was blocking Brexit and challenged Labour to table a vote of no confidence in the government. In response, Jeremy Corbyn said it was time for the Prime Minister to go.
This, Mr. Speaker, was 10 minutes of bluster from a dangerous Prime Minister who thinks he is above the law. But in truth, Mr. Speaker, is not fit for the office which he holds.
So Parliament is back after the suspension that the Supreme Court ruled never actually happened.
I think it would be a courtesy to stay for the point. It would be a courtesy to stay for the point of order. The point of order relates to the matters with which we've just been dealing. Go and sit down.